Alright, this video we're going to put all of our previous work to use and start mounting these items on the walker. Of course, if you have a gate trainer, it'll be different. You'll have made different choices. But let's start with our control unit. We've already taken a look at this all the way. Here are the two clips that were chosen for this device, and some Velcro to make things even sturdier. So I'm going to clip it on this bar and use Velcro around this upper bar to make a pretty sturdy attachment. I'll just begin by clipping. And I'm going to wrap this part of the Velcro around here and tuck the tag in. Next, we'll put these buzzer enclosures in place, and I've decided I just want to mount them on the handle up here and point them upward so we can get as much sound to the person using this device as possible. I wish there were a way to make them even louder or to control the volume, but we don't have that functionality in here yet. So I'm just going to snap one on one side and one on the other side. The size of the clips and the angle of the clips, that's already been worked through in earlier steps. And now we'll attach the two proximity sensors, and I'd like to have it kind of like this, where the audible or ultrasonic end of the proximity sensors to the outside, and the RJ11 jack is on top and to the inside. You may decide you want to make a different decision, and we already talked about how in that configuration the wide part of the clip is up top. And I've already decided I want to clip them down near the bottom. You may have made a different decision based on where you see the obstacles in your environment. And then I have 4 telephone cords for those RJ11 jacks, and these are all 2-foot cords. It was just easiest to purchase them that way. It may be the case that some distances, like from the control unit to the buzzers, would have been better served with a 1-foot length, or maybe even the best approach here is to go ahead and make your own phone cords, which isn't all that difficult. You just need some specialized equipment to do it, specialized clamp. But now I'm just going to connect up the buzzers and proximity sensors to the control unit. The upper connection here is always to the buzzers, or to the buzzer on each side. Let me look under here to see how that connects. Oh yeah. And on this side, clip it in to the top jack on the other side. And we'll repeat that for the proximity sensors, which use the lower jack. Where are you? Oh, there. Right. Down. And same on the other side. Right, and consider how you're actually going to run the telephone cord to see how far down or you can slide the proximity sensors, or maybe you need to bring them up a little bit to give you enough slack in the cord. I think I can do it right about there. We'll find out in a minute. And now the remaining task is just to clean up the wires and sort of manage them by attaching them to various posts of the walker or of your gate trainer. And I'm just going to use these Velcro straps to tie them down. And I probably won't show you that whole process, except it's kind of nice to have something restricting the cords real close to each of these components. So something fairly close to the control unit. So what that does is it sort of protects these guys from being accidentally pulled out, because there's no slack parts of the cord here. That's generally what you're trying to do, is keep these nice and tight to the bars, so it's hard for them to catch on anything and get pulled away from the rest of the system. So I'm just going to complete this process, and then we'll come back and I'll just quickly show you what it looks like. Okay, here you have it. All the components are in place. You can adjust them slightly as necessary. I think the degree to which a sensor points directly forward or off a little bit to the side, you'll discover that as you test out the system. But all the wires are now managed.